are doing all the things that, I don't know, maybe we don't talk about every day. So we've got affordable Walmart panties, shapewear, and brazinis, also known as brawls, as I like to say in Pennsylvania. Brawls with a WL. I'm really excited to show all of them. I have so many good undies that I have found that I literally had to make this part of Wow Week because I'm just so excited. And hang to the end if you want to see a pair of shaping shorts that really kind of blew me away for a very specific reason. Also stick around if you want to see my fashion hack for wearing thongs. And side note, I hate thongs. It's not about actually wearing thongs. It's more of a fashion hack. So hang around if you want to see that as well. All right, let's get into it. This first pair here, Fruit of the Loom, tried and true. This is my second pack of these, and I hope you're loving. I'm trying all of them on here with leggings because my husband who takes my footage, I really wanted him to get so up close and personal, and I felt like I probably wouldn't feel as comfortable doing that unless I had something else on. Okay, so pardon that it looks a little bit weird, but here we are. These are a mesh style high cut brief. I am wearing them in my true size 8, which I believe is equivalent to an extra large, which I tend to wear. I just really love these. They kind of go right at my belly button. I feel like for someone who's got a massive dump truck such as myself, I feel like these give pretty nice butt coverage. And there's something about the mesh that it's just very breathable. And I'm not sure about, everyone has obviously different preferences, but I definitely like more of maybe the silky is not the right word, but undies that have a slip to them. Sometimes I think in the past when I've worn cotton underwear and you're like trying to retch and get jeans on, the cotton's just pulling up with it. I want something that's gonna have pants just slip right over it. So whether that's microfiber, silk, really anything. These are mesh, polyester blend. So good, so good. These are one of my favorites. Hands down, feet down, butt down, whichever. These here are also by Fruit of the Loom, and I also have these in a different set in a size 8. I wanted to try these in a 9 because I felt like for the 8 for me, they were fine, but they're just a little bit tighter than some of my other 8s. So I actually do like these in the 9. I think out of most of the ones that we're trying here today, these are by far the silkiest feeling. They have such a slip to them. And I feel like they really give off kind of that seamless vibe. They're not seamless. However, the edging and things on them are so minimal that they just give off that sort of feel, I would say, when you're wearing them. I really like how thick the sides are because just you're not really getting any of that bunching happening like you would maybe in more of a bikini. These obviously aren't a bikini. And they go right at my belly button. I would say they go up a little further than me than the 8s do. I don't have a troun of the 8s. And did we peep the butt coverage? These, I can't imagine having really better butt coverage than this, like when you're talking about this situation back here. I absolutely love these. Fruit of the Loom apparently just be slapping for me. Who knew? Who knew that I love their undies so much? But here we are. So good. So good. Oh, pardon the interruption. It is just me, your host, Jen. If you did not know, you are watching my Wow Week series. Wow Week stands for Week of Walmart. I feature a ton of Walmart on this channel. So if that sounds good to you, you probably want to subscribe. I always like to say subscribe if you're awesome, or subscribe if you want to be awesome. Yes. On this channel, I help you be your most confident self through style and fashion. We are a little bit goofy here, so that is definitely a thing here. And we like to cook a lot of looks in the kitchen. That's what we say. We be in the kitchen cooking them looks. If this is the first video that you happen upon on Wow Week, it is an entire series, so I will make sure to link up to the rest of the series down below, as well as at the end of the video. And if you would like to shop anything in this video, I am gonna have all the links in the description box by number down below. And if you don't know how to get to the description box, just click the title of the video, which will open up a box, and that will enable you to have access to all of the links. If you do decide to use my links, I cannot thank you enough. That really helps out me and my channel. And I will also put them in a pinned comment below as well. This next pair, also by Fruit of the Loom, almost a twin to the last pair that we just saw, except if you'll notice the edging around, you know, where it cuts you around your leg as well as around your waist, instead of it being, I would call it, you know, folded and sewn out of the same fabric, which was how the last pair was, this clearly has a completely separate piece that's more of an elastic. I don't find them to be uncomfortable at all, and I actually find the 8s in these to fit better than the 8s in the last pair. Mind you though, what you saw in the last pair was a 9 on me. I do also have them in the 8s though, and I just think otherwise they're really good. They're going right at my belly button. I'd say right below my belly button. And where I'm showing in the video, I want you guys to see kind of like where my butt crack is, okay? So that we can see just kind of how high waist they are. And then where my belly button is. Everyone's torsos and stuff, of course, are different, but hopefully it at least gives you some sort of an idea to go off of, essentially. So yeah, these are a win for me as well. So we're switching it up, and this next pair is by Hiiiiii, and I'm wearing these in a size 8. These are also my second pack. I have one negative thing to say about it. Let me tell you all the positives first. So that extra strip there that you see on the top is made of double fabric, where the rest of it is single fabric. So I don't know if it's a combination between that, which provides, it to me almost feels like faux compression, and I say that because they're definitely not supposed to be compression panties or anything like that. I think that combined with the fact that they go up a little higher, to me just makes me feel like when I wear them that I'm just held in and sucked in just a little bit more than normal, and I really, really like that about them. The one negative on these is the fact that once they go through the laundry, because again, this is my second pack, I feel like the construction could be a little bit better. Nothing has come apart or anything. I've just seen like a couple strings and whatnot. So I'm a little bit disappointed with that. However, I wasn't so disappointed that I didn't buy a second pack. So take that for what it's worth. And these are definite for me because of the way that I feel when I'm wearing them. I feel held in, sexier, all the things. Love them. Another pair by Fruit of the Loom. Who knew that Fruit of the Loom made such good undies? Again, I'm just sorry that I keep sounding so surprised. So these have to be one of my favorites. They're microfiber. They have kind of a seamless vibe to them because the top part that goes around your stomach is seamless, but then the part that goes around your legs is not seamless. So, but they're giving off that vibe. They're just extraordinarily stretchy. I'm hoping you can tell from the footage just how extremely stretchy they are. And even in a size 8, I wouldn't really go down because I'm not really trying to have tight underwear. Underwear is a fine line, is it not? It's like, it is so horrific if it's tight, and it's also pretty horrific if it's too loose. Like, it really needs to fit you perfectly. Otherwise, you know, you've got like the diaper situation happening. None of it is good, but I certainly don't want them to be tight. I feel like that just makes me feel almost self-conscious all day long. And you know, one measurement for me is because I typically take 30 to 40 pounds to change a size. That's just how my body is. A lot of people don't believe me when I say that. But when I was 100 pounds lighter, I was still a size 10, 12, if that makes you, not believe me, maybe that will. Like, I feel like most people when they lose 100 pounds, they're not only going down like a few sizes. So anyway, when my panties get tighter, that is when I know I've definitely gained weight, because I will feel it in my underwear before I feel it in my pants, if that makes any sense. So I just love that these have so much stretch, so much give. They're kind of going right at my belly button, and they are just incredibly comfortable. I would say, honestly, I probably have like 3 favorites in terms of undies from this video, and these definitely are tied as one of the favorites. I'm obsessed. Another pair of Fruit of the Loom. I got these in a size 8. Now these are cotton, so I have some thoughts about them. You guys will have to let me know if you relate to this. So for me, I do not prefer cotton for the same reason I talked about earlier. However, sometimes I really don't mind a pair of cotton underwear if I almost just like want to feel fresh at the end of the day or for sleep or whatever. Sometimes I change my underwear like at the end of the day, again, just to feel fresh. It just kind of depends on the situation situation, right? But with that, it's almost like it's really nice having something extraordinarily breathable. I'm probably putting them on with sweatpants, lounge pants, pajama pants, whatever. So I really don't mind them for that. And I am wearing these in a size 8. I do recommend these if you like cotton panties. For me, I knew they were cotton, obviously, when I bought them, so I'm not gonna knock them for being cotton. I tried that, but I guess I would say they're just a little bit lower. You can see where I'm pointing out where my belly button is. So I think for me, if they just were a little bit higher, I would like them more. It doesn't have anything to do with the fact that they're cotton. So maybe if I got them in a 9, you know, they might overall just be better for me. I like that they do have the little inserts there. I believe these also only came in a 4-pack versus a lot of the other ones came in a 6-pack or even higher than that. So that part was a little bit of a bummer, but I do like these. If you have a pair of cotton undies that you swear by, please let me know because I'd love to check them out. We are about halfway through this video, so please give the video a like if you are digging it so far. That really helps out me and my channel. And if this is your first time here and you don't follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, all the places, definitely go ahead and give me a follow because I show lots more looks and outfits on those platforms. I will see you there. Let's keep going with the video. This is my first pair that I'm talking about today from Joyspun. You guys all had recommended the Joyspun line to me, which you know is Walmart specific. So I do not wear thongs, admittedly. However, I have a trick with thongs and I always like to keep them on hand and I prefer lace thongs. So let me tell you my trick. I use them to keep up nylons. So I imagine this isn't maybe just a weight thing for me. Perhaps this happens to most people, but nylons or tights, they just find themselves ratcheting down throughout the day. And I could not stand that when, you know, your crotch is up here, your actual crotch, and then your nylon crotch is here. Like it's like nails on a chalkboard for me. I feel like I walk funny when that happens. And I'm like, you know, how can I make sure that this doesn't happen? I get that I could wear them under my underwear. I understand that that is an option. I guess I just always thought that that really wasn't for me. I've tried it. So what I typically do is I would wear underwear, or sometimes in this situation where I am wearing nylons, I'm wearing shapewear because I really don't wear nylons that much. So if it's some sort of an event or something, chances are I'm probably also wearing shapewear, which in that case, I do wear shapewear as my undies. I don't wear undies and then shapewear. All right, so there's that. And then I would wear the nylons and then I would wear the thong. So yes, that's a lot of layers, but one of the reasons why I do a thong and not a typical pair of undies is because it just gives less bulk to not even only like the visible panty line situation, because I don't know, I situationally care about that. Most of the time I don't. I might care about it if it's more of an event or something. On the daily with leggings, I couldn't give a flying hoot about visible panty lines. That's just me. I know that's not for everybody, but I would say that it just doesn't add that bulk. It's not just another layer. It really isn't another layer, only mostly in the crotch area and the butt crack area. And one of the reasons why I like the lace is because they typically have those thicker sides, or at least I only get the ones with the thicker sides. And I feel like because lace is so stretchy, they almost just lay on your hips versus like being tight and then creating this divot or anything like that. It doesn't mess with the silhouette, if that makes sense. And again, oftentimes when I'm wearing something like that, I would care more about my silhouette, meaning it's a dress or something where, you know, perhaps you would see that divot. So that is my trick with thongs. Another pair here by Joyspun. I absolutely love these. These have to be one of the many that's tied for first for me. They're microfiber, so they do remind me of those Fruit of the Loom ones from earlier that were microfiber. They're actually very similar in the fact that they're kind of seamless at the waist, but then they're not seamless around the leg. These are a little bit of a higher cut, and I'd say like a little bit more of a bikini, but still thicker around the sides, and they're a little bit more high waist, but I feel like they still have really good butt coverage. They come in a set, and they're super stretchy and comfortable. I am wearing these in an 8. And one of the things I liked about the sets of these as well is there was some solid colors, but also they had some fun patterns too, which you weren't really getting that with a lot of the other ones. It was just solid colors. So I like that as well. These next pair here are by No Boundaries. Randomly saw these in the store. They actually were not sold in a set. They were all sold individually, very affordable. I want to say they were like $3. These are interesting because they are so silky smooth. They've got a slight rib texture to them, and I really like that the leg area, it's seamless and cut. Like it's just literally cut off. So in terms of panty lines, if you care about that kind of thing, that is huge. And also the best butt coverage out of everything. I feel like we've had some really good butt coverage, okay, today, the coverage on the butt, but these are by far the best. So I love how thick they are. The band up at the top it's like a little bit thicker. It doesn't really bother me. It could be thinner. I guess I'd say that's the only negative with these, but I absolutely love these. Did I say I got these in a 19 or an XXL? I think it's one and the same. Highly recommend, highly recommend. Also Tide, probably for my favorite. They're all my favorite. I don't know. I'm just being honest. Let's move on to brawls. This first set here is by Hanes, and you actually do get both. These are underwires, and I did want to try these because I've been in the year of no underwire, and I've been loving it. But you know, sometimes you still need an underwire. I thought, you know, they look like really good t-shirt bras, but they're a little bit more affordable. My favorite brand of kind of my typical t-shirt bra that I wear is by Third Love, but I know a lot of people have asked me for a more affordable option. They are a little bit more pricey. I can link those as well for you if you're interested. These have a molded cup. They have underwires. What's funny is I feel like they fit me in the cup, and this is a 36 triple D. It's a size I wear in pretty much every brand that I have. However, going around this way, it was so tight. Now I do have a bra extender, so I'll use that and it'll be fine. We'll be on our merry way. It's fine. But at the same time, it was a little bit confusing as to why it was so tight there. I feel like I could typically argue like, oh, Jen, you've gained a bunch of weight, therefore that part probably did get tighter, which does make sense, but all of my other bras fit. So that leads me to believe that it's kind of tight just around. But I do like this one. I think it's solid. I haven't worn it for more than a day so far, but I do like it. It's very affordable, and it comes in a pack of 2. Let's talk about shapewear. This pair from Maidenform, and I typically love their shapewear. I'm wearing this in a size extra large. That's always the size that I get in Maidenform shapewear. Huge disappointment. I don't even know where we went wrong here. So these were high support, which is fine. You know, I typically like light, medium support, but there's always reasons for high support. And what was so baffling to me about these was the fact that I could barely get them on, which is fine. I mean, it's not, but you know, when you're talking about high support shapewear, you sort of expect that, okay? I could barely get them on the waist. And then once they were on, I felt like they did nothing. I literally felt like they did nothing. I'm like,
how could these be so hard to get on?
And then I feel like they're not even shaping me. And oddly, the legs in these were somewhat loose. Now, to be fair, maybe they're just not for me. I mean, that's probably obviously the right thing to say, but meaning I am the opposite. Like in my shapewear, I am looking for more shaping when it comes to my saddlebags, my thighs, all that kind of stuff. And my stomach is the least of my concern. I do have a stomach, but for me, compared to my saddlebags and all that other stuff, those are way worse. So if I need to attack something, it would be that. So perhaps this was just the opposite of what I needed. You know, I didn't experience a lot of shaping in the stomach or the legs, but it's like I didn't really need it in the stomach, but I did need it in the legs. I don't know. Something was not working for me on these. And for me, the fact that they were so hard to get on, because the thing is if I'm gonna take that time to put something on like that, I need a big reward, right? Otherwise it's not worth it. These do have the crotch hole, so when you have them on, you know, in theory you don't have to take them off. They were so hard to get on, I felt like I was breaking a nail. Like if that kind of gives you a picture. No, hard pass, hard pass. This shapewear by Maidenform, I had to save them to the end. These absolutely blew me away. And Maidenform shapewear is not new to me. So let's chat about it. They're obviously a shaping brief. I would describe them as kind of light to medium compression. So for me, they really fall into that pocket niche of everyday shapewear that is comfortable to wear. You don't have to have anxiety about putting it on. You can get it on, you can get it up and down if you actually do that for the bathroom. Although I will say these have the crotch pocket. Crotch pocket.
Oh my, okay.
Not even a pocket, it's an opening.
The reason that I love these, outside of the fact that they're easy up and down, all the things, the leg is so smooth. It stays in place. As you can see, I try to kind of like jump around so that you could tell that like things weren't rolling. They go up very high. I feel like higher than normal to cover my back fat, which Thank you so much. And I love that where the leg ends, it doesn't provide a huge kind of drop off in terms of that fabric is so thin. And do you see where it goes on my leg? It goes right to my knee, which is definitely lower than normal. Now I'm 5'6". I get that everyone's gonna have a different experience with that. But for me at 5'6", I'm usually getting kind of mid thigh, maybe 2/3 thigh at the lowest in terms of the short. And one of my biggest complaints about shapewear is the fact that you can see the line. So with these, with how low they go, but they're also not capris, because we know I've talked a lot about capri shapewear on this channel. I can definitely link some videos where I talked about that. It was in my favorites of the year, as well as I think it's in an Amazon video I've talked about it. I've talked about it in my overall shapewear wardrobe. I have a very curated shapewear wardrobe style approach to my shapewear. Like, they're not all made equally. Every situation needs a different pair, whatever. Can't believe I found these. I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love. I need more. All right, and that is gonna do it. I am so excited to hear down in the comments which one was your favorite item or outfit. So definitely let me know that information before you head out. And also, if this is your first video from the Wow Week series, Week of Walmart, definitely make sure to check out the rest of the series. I'm gonna have my entire Wow Week series playlist, as well as my Walmart videos in general playlist linked up here at the end for you. And if you missed out on anything, you can just click right through and watch the next video or catch up on the series. And if you've been watching these live in real time, I cannot thank you enough for watching and hopefully loving the series. And as always, if you made it all the way till the end of this video, I cannot thank you enough. That really helps out me and my channel when you watch all the way to the bitter end.
The bitter end.
So if you are still here, please let me know that by leaving me a heart emoji or the secret video word of crotch pocket. Don't forget to subscribe if you are awesome, and click that notification bell so that you can be notified every single time I be in the kitchen cooking them looks. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!